Kerry, I want to start with you, and I want to start.
Kerry, woo!
Watching Portia get killed was like the worst for me. That was, but thank God, that's a lot of answers for that.
Kerry, finish the sentence. The thing I wish I could change about my character is.
Therapy.
The thing I wish I could change about my character is, I don't want to take Joe's answer. I wish she could be more honest with herself.
Tony, whose character do you think has changed the most over the course of the show? Quinn. Darby, who did you think the big bad was this season? As you were
Not me!
And finally, Jeff at Olitz Bay asks, can Jeff Perry please adopt me?
What?
At Olitz Bay asks, can Jeff Perry please adopt me?
I got spare bedroom.
Katie, I want to turn to you because there's so much to talk about with Quinn this season. But let's first talk about that alternate reality storyline. What was your reaction when you read this?
I cried tears of joy. No, I felt, the writers gave me such a gift. They know I'm the biggest Bachelorette fan. New season on Monday. I can't wait for Rachel. So it was a gift. Every minute of it was like we had the best time.
My favorite thing about it was the director of that episode was familiar with The Bachelor, but wasn't obsessed with The Bachelor. And so at some point, Katie just took over directing.
Yeah. I was like, get out of my way. I got all these girls' backstories. Like, I know, it was the most fun.
And how were your first scenes with Tony? Because those occurred enough.
I mean. So Lindsay D had a scene with Tony with Fitz, and then Quinn had her first scene with Fitz in the Oval Office. God, it really mirrored to me Quinn's first scene coming into Olivia Pope and Associates. And it was just already there, like the awe of, I've been watching Scandal for 6 seasons too, and I only watched the Oval Office from afar. I've never been in there. So it was very easy to kind of walk in and be like, holy, that's the president, and that's the Oval Office, and it was really fun, and a really, really, really exciting moment for Quinn.
What have you made of Quinn's ascension to boss this season?
Woo! And then we just had the conversation, that was it. We never spoke again about how she was going to deal with it. It's Shonda Rhimes. Whatever she wants to do is fine by me. And so when we got to the table read where Quinn said she's pregnant, I had never told all of these. I hadn't told, the room was filled with a ton of people. And so I had to sort of say I was pregnant for a lot of people, and it was freaking crazy. And I went up to Shonda afterwards, and she was like, oops, sorry, I didn't tell you, but we're ready to get in. Which is such a gift, and so I'm very, very thankful to go on this ride, that now Quinn and I share a huge common trait, that we are both with child.
That's the future where every actor invited has his own mind. And there's no sharing at all.
Ditto.
We have invite. What's the question? My that he has a good shot at remaining the Attorney General of the United States. I also wanted to say, much like Shonda wrote in Katie's pregnancy, she wrote in David being Jewish, which that made me very comfortable.
Let's call it a victory in a long time. What are your hopes for
Yeah, 6 seasons. If you're keeping track.
What are your hopes for the final season?
What am I hoping for?
Yeah, in the final season.
If there's any chance of a spin-off, I hope for him to survive. If there is no chance for a spin-off, I'd like him to be killed in the first episode. I'll go home and get paid for the rest of it.
Kerry that I love, and it just goes back to like that family and that like to get to say those words to each other again, and like just all the history that comes rushing back. So pretty great.
I can't wait this baby without you.
Something tells me Fitz's foundation is not going to have a long life. It's going to make your money.
You might want to keep it on a pledge.
The address to the family is that if Josh is mine.
There's a woman invited over here in the center.
Kerry, your clothing is so eclectic and beautiful. Who is your stylist? Do you work with one particular person or what?
I work with a lot of, I work with a couple different stylists and a lot of different designers. So I'm very drawn to kind of taking risks. But also it's been fun to, throughout the years, I try to challenge myself to dress in ways that don't feel like Olivia Pope, because she has such great taste, because Lynn Paolo has such great taste. So it's been fun to really try to, outside of work, you know, dress in ways that feel more me than her, because I like how she dresses.
So it's a lot of fun watching you and how stylish.
I was going to say one of the reasons I think that that Katie's pregnancy was written into the show is that we just can't afford any more product.
That's what I said.
I don't think we're going to miss each other because we're going to still be in each other's lives.
Kerry, I know you all are super hesitant about spoilers, but we will leave you with this. I'm going to give you 3 possibilities about Scandal's endings, and you definitely have to rule out one of them.
I don't know.
We don't know.
I know, but let's just bear with me.
So it's the game?
It's the game.
Just pretend.
Okay.
Scenario A, Olivia and Fitz move to Vermont.
Yes.
Scenario B, Olivia becomes president. Scenario C, Olivia takes over for Bette Midler in the Broadway
So she just has to rule one in.
She has to rule one out.
I think Olivia becomes president. Rule that out.
Yes.
Great show.
Let's hear it for our cast.